Hello everyone, I'm Kat, and you can tell Carmel's already in it. She wouldn't leave my pottery alone. So this episode is going to be called Kat and Carmel's Pottery Adventure. I'm just going to show you, I just finished a bisque load yesterday and just emptied it out today. I'm just going to show you how much stuff really fits in a 2.6 cubic kiln. Bisquing. It's way less than this whenever you're trying to glaze, but lots of stuff. Caramel. Anyway, I started out with some, she's playing with her shadow. Anyway, I started out with some test tiles that my teacher made for me out of his extruder, out of the same clay that I use. I'd put them in several of the cups and bowls so that we can get more space used up. Okay, kitty. Pausing for a second to remove the cat. Okay, so here we are back again with her spot. Now you see Blooper. Kitty Blooper. He doesn't invade as much as she does. Anyway, I just, like I said, I was trying to show you what can fit in a 2.6 cubic foot kiln for a hobby potter that's a beginner. That's probably short of a test kiln. That's the smallest you're going to get. How much can fit in there? Quite a bit. That was a lot of work for me. I'm not a production potter, obviously. I can't even trim a bowl correctly yet, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyway, all these different cups. The darker ones are made out of a stoneware that I started with. Like this. This is a coil slab pencil holder. Here's a pinch pot, turned a little teacup. It does weigh a lot still, but it's not as heavy as it was when it started with all the water in the clay. I have my little prized possessions here, little mugs. They've survived the bisque kiln. Now I've just got to figure out the best way to glaze them. I'm thinking probably I did purchase some underglazes to fit in these little crevices, and I may do like a clear coat, but I'll have to test out the clear coat first. I don't want to I can make 100 of them if I need to. I'm going to have mistakes everywhere. Just going to show, yep, she's back. Can't keep her going. I have several bowls that I've made. They're kind of heavy still. This one's very heavy. I couldn't trim it very well, but I got a little bit. It was, as you can tell from the bottom, it got burnished a bit because it was too hard really to trim. The clay was, just because of my schedule. This one, I started trying to trim a foot. I ended up chattering it accidentally. So I left the chattering, leaving the bottom like that. It actually has a good weight to it. This one's a bit heavy. I actually have a bottom on it though, so I was getting somewhere. Here's a little pinch bowl I made. It is stoneware that has iron oxide mixed into it. So I made the bottom just with a coil and put it on there, and there's the 2020, and I think love is what counts right now. Here's another bowl. It turned out it has a great weight to it. It has a bottom on it. Yay, bottom! And it's not a fat bottom girl. It feels good. And then this is a fat bottom girl. Once again, it was a bit heavy. I couldn't trim it very well because the clay had gotten too hard before I could do anything. Here's a couple of other little test bowls, just different. I've got to sand down the bottoms on these. Just, those are going to be used for pottery or for soaping, holding my fragrances, something like that. And I kind of thought this texture was cool. And I left it because I thought, that's pretty neat. The glaze is going to do some cool stuff on there. A couple little handheld cups. We'll get a better idea once I've glazed them. What survives, what doesn't. We're going to take some bets. How much of this is going to actually survive the kiln of death? Carmel, How many? Oh, okay. She doesn't really care. And hopefully the little mugs will, because I really like those. Anyway, that's about it. So 2.6 cubic. And that's quite a bit for a hobby potter. I'll talk to y'all later, and thank you for watching. Bye.